Once again, our commissioners have misappropriated money entrusted to their care. Such actions continue to be the primary reason why a public safety levy will never pass in Josephine County. Last week during the budget session, these commissioners, along with Pat Fahey, Maria Hill, and Jim Brumbach, approved a $24,000 expenditure of public education and government access money to shore up the building operations and maintenance department. It should have been a little over $680. This was a willful, blatant disregard of the law at the prompting of our chief financial officer. Rosemary Padgett knows better, yet once again unreasonably misappropriated dedicated PEG funds to BOM. She was the staff liaison to the Citizen Financial Review Board Committee who investigated the PEG account. Their report determined, quote, the percentage of these expenses for Ann Basker being allocated to PEG is several times the percentage of space PEG occupies in that building. The allocations of these expenses to PEG looks to be no more than a way to draw off PEG revenues to cover some of the county's unrelated but more pressing needs. Such charges were, quote, over and above the normal allocated expense process, unquote. Then Commissioner Dwight Ellis emailed Rosemary stating he refigured the BOM charge for the PEG fund to be a little over $640. He based it on the BOM rate times 94 square feet. Rosemary wanted to charge $10,000. She later sent an email to the head of facilities stating that they would receive funds based only on 94 square feet formula, so she understood this proper way of charging the PEG account. But this year, Ms. Padgett once again advocated for misappropriating $24,000 of PEG money to the BOM account. Based on the current BOM rate, it should have only been $680.41. Too bad there wasn't one person on that budget committee with brains or backbone enough to question this exorbitant misallocation of tens of thousands of dollars. The citizens of Josephine County will be well served by Rosemary Padgett's leaving in June. In the meantime, this board would do well to not finalize this year's budget until this misappropriation is corrected. Any questions?
No, but we'll have comments in just a moment.
Thank you.
Anyone else wish to speak?
This is Dale Matthews. The convoluted argument that county government uses to explain why dedicated funds for free speech must be spent on re-roofing a building has many variations. I call this the "how can you have free speech when" argument. It goes something like this. How can you have free speech when Public Works is out of toner? Why, without toner, they can't print out an order for the windshield wipers needed by animal control. Without those wipers, animal control can't safely drive around picking up stray dogs. And since they are no longer being picked up, a big pack of vicious dogs is now gathered in front of the Ann Basker Auditorium. Since they are blocking your access, just how do citizens expect to enjoy their free speech? There's a longer version that starts with a coffee pot and involves every department in county government. This was used to ridicule the logic behind the order to spend dedicated free speech funds for a fancy new coffee maker.